What's up, guys? We're back at it again, and today I'm actually very excited. We're gonna open up this bad boy, vintage as well as the modern sets. I thought I would do a video of both of these. I thought it would be kind of cool to have some vintage stuff opening, even if it's a theme deck, as well as something more modern. So let's start without further ado. So this thing I actually got on eBay. It's really cool. I'll talk a little bit about the history of this. And then this thing right here, the modern Mega Evolution Phantasmal Flames, I actually have not opened these yet, and I got it from a blister pack of 3, where you get the 3 booster packs that it comes in. These were the promos it came with. It's actually very cool promos. Let me just kind of take out the Sneasel just to kind of show the hollow pattern, but damn, that's cool. Look at that shine. Wow, you can see the swirl right there. I'm a sucker for swirl hollows, to me those are just so cool. So anyways, let's get cracking. And so I want to talk first. I guess we'll do, which one should we do first? I guess I'll do this one first, and then we'll open these, So yeah, this is the jungle theme deck, and there were 2 theme decks in the jungle Pokemon release. So the 2 were Power Reserve, and the other was Water Blast, which I will do another video of next time. But the Power Reserve jungle theme decks, they're very cool. They came with Kangaskhan Hollow, and the theme was basically the leaf type Pokemon and the psychic type Pokemon. But what's unusual is that Kangaskhan is not either of those 2. So it was kind of interesting that they put that type of hollow. The other thing that I will point out is it's cool to see what the official Nintendo logo is over here, because I believe the international ones will say international on top of it. The bottom is just your typical barcode kind of picture. The side here, there's a Wizards logo. I think the later print runs, the 1999-2000 ones, the logos may have been more like a square. Instead of a square, I mean kind of like a curved logo. But I'm not 100% sure on that. I am somewhat sure that might be the case. And then over here, if you look, it will say published in so-and-so and Game Freak, Pokemon, and it here says made in USA. Some of the international ones, for example, might say made in Belgium, and the cards will be in English, still the Belgium ones, and it came with like a jungle theme deck card that sometimes you'll find in the base set theme decks. You'll find a jungle theme deck card in the international ones, but usually not these US ones, not in this set at least. If it has damage counters, it's usually made in the USA. I think the international runs didn't have damage counters, so if you shake it a little bit, you might hear it. You can hear the damage counters. But let's get cracking on this. Oh man, I forgot my box cutter. So, let me see, maybe I can tear it right here. I'll try not to talk when I open this. Actually, let me go get my box cutter. It's right here. 1 second. There we go. All right. I know I'm forgetting something. All right. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Let me be very gentle. There's a little nick here. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, now this is supposedly sealed from back in the day, and you can tell there's some wear on this box, like the color of it, as if it's like been in the sun. You have your Kangaskhan and your Bellsprout. But all right, let's see. Now this is exciting. I haven't opened one of these in forever. The other cool international ones you'll get is like the red logo theme decks, which were made, I think, in Australia, if I'm not mistaken, kind of like the booster box, So yeah, let's open this. Now, what's another cool thing is sometimes you'll see a lot of errors and miscuts, especially in this card set, Oh, wow, that's cool. Here's the damage counters that you get, and the rule book, which is very cool. You can see here, it's version 2 of the rulebook, and you can see like the advertisements from back in the days, and it's really cool. It's just like a piece of history that you're opening up. And it's just amazing. I mean, like, look at this. Here's the water blast. That's the one I'm gonna do next time, and we'll take a video of that too. That would be kind of cool. Look at this, summer 1999. Dang, that's a long time. I mean, this right here, to me, I don't know why, just seeing this is just like, wow, because it just brings back kind of like memories. Like, look at this. Wow, this is freaking amazing. And then right here, look at this. Normal position, asleep, paralyzed, confused. Dude, I remember opening this up when I was a kid, and then reading through this when I used to play in tournaments. So that's really cool to see that. But yeah, this is dope. How to format it, you know, and stuff. Of course, everyone's favorite chase back in the days, and now too. And your Chansey coin. Oh man, this is just, I love this stuff. All right, hold on. I got to do the smell test. Okay, it has that old smell to it. Wow, look at this Vileplume. Wow, okay, this is the coin. So I actually love the jungle Vileplume Hollow. In fact, I always thought that the jungle set symbol, if you look at it right here, I always thought that kind of is like, it's a flower basically, but it almost looks like a Vileplume's head, you know? And actually, it might be. Let's see, let's zoom in. Wow, it might be it. Who knows? But I think it's a flower. That's probably the general consensus. But I'm going to say it's a Vileplume head. But yeah, ooh, wow, look at this. 1999 Wizards coin. I think the coin for the international ones, the hollow pattern's different. I think it's different. But yeah, that's cool. All right, now let's see. I want to open this. Now, this is cool because a lot of these prints on a lot of these cards, some of them have like more square edges and so forth, and you sometimes see that a lot in these theme decks, especially jungle theme decks. And jungle set was full of errors, you know, so I can talk a little bit about the errors, but if you check out my other video of opening up jungle booster packs, you'll see that I talk about errors a lot and so forth. I'll link the video in the description here if you guys want to check that out. I opened up 10 jungle booster packs, and that was a big hit, and it was a lot of fun. I'm not going to give away spoilers, but it was a lot of fun. But let's open up this. Wow, this thing is tight. It's so tightly sealed from back in the days. There we go. I don't want to destroy the edges of the cards, but all right, let's see. Let's take a look here. Okay, so here is our bad boy Kangaskhan. We're just going to put this other stuff on the side here, and then take a look at the Kangaskhan. Wow, look at this hollow. Wow, oops, sorry, I hit the camera. My head hit it. Just kind of, there we go. All right, so definitely not something worth grading, because if you look at it, there are lines, print lines, and you can see the hollow edge wears, you know. But it's just a cool card. It's just like so cool, you know, holding this. And Arita was the author of this card, illustrator rather. But man, this is cool. Yeah. Very nice hollow. I will say the hollow pattern on the jungle is different. Here is the jungle, and it is more cosmic hollow pattern as opposed to your galaxy pattern. And the cosmic pattern was released in, there is pre-release jungle Kangaskhan and Vaporeon, and the Vaporeon is found in the Water Blast theme deck, and those two have a cosmic hollow pattern. It's very hard to find it. I did see a CGC graded version of it before, but it's very hard to find videos on it, but they exist, and they were pre-test jungle sets. So that's some kind of cool fact of history there. So without further ado, let's keep moving. All right, so we'll go through these, but tons of errors on these. There's like ink hickey stains, printer hickey stains. I won't go through it all here, but we'll just kind of go through it very quickly. and I'll go through those errors probably on my own time. But you have your Oddish, then you have your Nidoran, female Nidoran. So they give you a bunch of those to build your deck. And I used to use it. It's just I don't remember. It's so far long ago that I don't remember if it was even helpful, you know, to build the decks with these cards. But oh, that might be one, but it's very faint. You can see it. You see like that little white dot there. Sometimes they're like printer errors and stuff. So if you look carefully at all of them, you could sometimes probably see them, these types of errors. Now here's the Psychic lot. So you have your Abra, and then you have your Kadabra. Now Kadabra, this card was actually banned for a while. If you guys don't know the story behind it, you can check it out on YouTube. I'm sure there's so many videos on it. But there was a guy named Uri Geller who's, I think, Israeli, and he was a magician, and he used to do magic tricks with the spoon and spoon bending. And so he came out and sued Nintendo around like 2000, 2003. And so the last Kadabra that was printed was by WOTC, and it was in the Sky Ridge set. And it didn't show up until 20 years later that Nintendo or Game Freak or whatever Pokemon company decided to reprint, or not reprint, but print Kadabra. I think 151 was the first set that after 20 years printed Kadabra. So for all those years, Pokemon did not print it. And because Uri Geller sued Nintendo for $100 million, it was settled, I think, outside. So we don't know if I think he won, but like he then later apologized to Nintendo and said that, you know, you can lift the ban and blah, blah, blah. But by then he probably got some money. So who knows? But a little history. Jinx was, there was a lot of controversy about the Japanese version of it because Jinx's face was black. The American version obviously is purple. So that was another thing there. And then these are just your trainers. I won't go through and bore you guys with that. And then of course you have a bunch of energy. But anyways, that's it. That's the jungle theme deck, one of the two theme decks. And what I also like to always do and just kind of double check is if there's any inverted cards, because some of the jungle theme decks had inverted cards where the red Pokeball was over here and the white Pokeball was on the top. So that's kind of cool error, but I don't see any here. So I'll set this aside. Let me just take a whiff of this to see what it smells like. I know you guys take a whiff too, so don't say you guys don't. All right, so I'm gonna put these to the side, and we are now going to open up Phantasmal Flames. So let me see how many I got here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9? Is that right? Yeah, 9, because they came in threes. And I got these pretty close to MSRP, so I'm happy about that. But let's go ahead and get started. All right, now. Okay. I have not opened this set at all. It's my actual first time actually opening it, so I'm just gonna go through it and make this nice and quick. So let's see, here we go. Can you guys see that? Let me see, should I zoom in more? Okay, there we go. Woo. Jigglypuff, Seal, Wondrous Patch, Zephyr, Low Kicks. Oh, Palladian Taurus. Blowtorch. Ooh, nice. Talking about jungle and the symbol. Wow, that's kind of creepy. That is kind of creepy. But I like that. I will take that. I love Vileplume. Wow, the hollow. This is like a pretty cool pattern. I like it. Wow, okay. Let's keep going. Now, of course, everyone wants the Charizard. Who doesn't? All right. Let's see. All right. Here we go. Markow. Gligar. Zigzagoon. That looks like my dog. I have a Shih Tzu, so it looks kind of like that. That's kind of cool. Alchemy. Haunter. Wow, that's a cool looking Haunter. Wow. Absol and oh, my fingers got all caught there. And wow, that is a cool EX. Megalupuni. These names, man, these names are so different. But man, look at that. That is cool. I love the texture. I love how it has like a duplicate of it. It looks like a duplicate, but man, that's cool. We'll set that aside. All right, let's keep going. Next. All right, third pack. So these are all from the same blister pack. You know, they came in 3. So what you're seeing is what came from those 3 blister packs, if that makes sense. Charmander, that's a cool Charmander. Bronzor, Jumbo Ice Cream, Palladian Taurus again. All right. Okay, look at that. That's cool. Punk Helmet. Ooh, Flygon. Oh man, there's some edgeware there. Look at that. See that on the top left? But it is still cool nonetheless. I like it. Like it a lot. All right, let's see if we can keep seeing if we got that luck, man. All right. That was cool. It was cool to see the Vileplume coming out of the set after we were just talking about jungle. Man, that's kind of crazy. All right, let's see. Seal, Maleta, Sacred Charm, Yamper, Grand Bull, and oh, Mega Lupuni EX. Wow, okay. That's cool. I like that. Wow. I really like these mega cards because, like, look at how the holo kind of runs through it, you know? The shine runs through it, and this is the first pull. Damn, that's cool. Love it. I like to sleeve it up right away. Kind of OCD about these things. All right, next pack. It's cool. I like this. We did some vintage, and then we did some modern, which is always fun. I think there's a Moltres in this set that I really like. All right, here we go. Dugon. Okay, Darumaka. Man, some of these I butcher probably so bad, but it's okay. I think a lot of people probably butcher these names. Ooh, look at this. That's cool. What is this supposed to be? Like a bug? Like an insect, huh? Oh, yeah. That's funny. Genesect. All right, let me put this in here. That's cool. I'll sleeve this one up too because I like this kind of shine. You know, it just looks cool. All right, next. Oh, man, I'm making a mess here. All right, I think we'll 4 more. All right, let's see. All right. So what's your guys' favorite card? Do you have a favorite card in this set? Have you guys opened much? It's been so hard to find these at MSRP. That's a cool Jigglypuff. So I was really happy to get it near MSRP. Not quite, but near enough where I was comfortable paying the price. But man, it's been so hard. I actually, in like 6 months, haven't found modern Pokemon cards at stores because they're always gone by the time I get there. Someone always gets it. Wow, that's a freaking cool Reshiram. Look at that. Like that. Damn, that's cool. All right, let's see the next one. See what it's like. And let's see where it pops up. Sorry for all that background noise. There was some intruder. All right, that's my wife walking by. Okay, this is cool. All right. Shit, I feel it. Something big. Something big. Oh no. That's cool though. Look at that. Pow Mott. Whatever that is. Man. Love the holo pattern though. So yeah, very hard to find. And today I actually in Target I found a couple modern blister packs, and that was really cool to see. but it was gone like within like an hour, not even, you know, because it's also a Saturday when this is being filmed. So reverse hollow, Valkyrie. Oh shit, look at that. That is sick, man. Look at that, Mega Gengar EX, and look at the shine on that card and his red eyes. Like, look at that shit. It's like very mischievous, that fear factor of Gengar. Man, that is a freaking cool card. It's also my wife's favorite card, so that's cool. But we're gonna sleeve this bad boy up. Man, that was a great hit. What a way to top this off. Man, that was cool. That was a good hit. Ooh, I forgot that was in there. And then we have our last pack, guys. Last pack magic. Here we go. Ooh, that's a tough one to top, though. You know, the Mega Gengar. Man, that was cool. I don't know if I can do that. Let's see. We're gonna take a look at all the hits after. Gloom, Carvana, Yamper, Vibrava. All right, man, that was unreal. Did not expect that. Apom, oh, Reshiram. All right, we'll take a duplicate. That's okay. But so yeah, we got. Let's see here. We got these two, right? And then we had this one. So we got these three cards right here. And then our banger, of course, was the Gengar, Mega Gengar EX. And earlier we got these two, Mega Lupuni GEX. So that was cool. And then I think I showed these, yeah, Palmot, and then Genesect, and Vileplume. And that's it, guys. If you guys like this video and the contents, definitely hit the like button and subscribe. And then the next time, we'll probably do another one of these where we do like vintage and modern. I really like that, kind of mixing both into it. It's just really cool. But yeah, have a good one.